All right now. Okay. Let's run it. Whew. I'm happy. Are you guys happy? Yeah? I'm happy. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to yet another episode of the TalkTrack. As per usual, we're Plot 8B Gabala Road, the Barrow House, an official home of the Car Junkies. Shout out to Mama Barrow, aka Rowena, aka Hario. Elvo is around. Is around. People are serving sauce today. We're cooking with hot sauce. Looks are being looked. It's like I didn't get the memo, guys. If we're going to do this and we've decided we're going to look good, send a memo. Be like, Roy, don't come looking like you're trading chicken. Okay? Come here with your best self, not in pink hat. This is a very beautiful hat, by the way. Pinky. You can call it, no, Pinky. I can work with Pinky. I can work with Pinky. So, yes, I have been thinking, me and Pinky have been thinking that maybe we should start like rewarding like the best dressed talk trackers on Sunday. I don't know if we should start today or we start. Producer, when do we start? We start today? Today. What do they get? They get a shot. They get a shot, right? Producer Agambia. Best dressed gets a shot. Now the producer is the one who is going to decide who is the best dressed. I know just over that. Producer, who is the best dressed? Yeah, man. We need to know so that we give them who is the best dressed producer. Producer has said Jocelyn is the best dressed. So, on that note, Jocelyn, you're going to have to do a shot or a couple of shots, depending on what Mama Barrow decides. So, if you do get inebriated or intoxicated before the end of this episode, you know who to blame. She's right there. She's drinking cider with a gold straw. I don't even know. The Talk Track is an independent production of the Kara Junkies. It's produced, edited, sound mixed, and shot by Morris, aka Moro, aka Nolonga Mukono Moja, aka Mukono Mbili, aka the father of the Kara bike, aka the OG Kara Junkie, aka the man with the coolest Nike jacket in Ginger and some parts of Mayugi. I'm your host for the evening, as per usual. My name is Roy, aka Kamada, aka The Alchemist, aka Nofachi Neviensi, aka Ochawa Giramani. Yes, I still do. aka. I'm done. I can't. Pinky, yeah. Okay, depending on what I'm wearing, I'll be Pinky, I'll be Bluey, I'll be Professor. Yeah, when I host quiz at the Bourbon on Wednesdays, they call me Professor. I don't know if that title is and it's warranted, but full beard. The opinions presented on the Talk Track are not representative of any of the entities affiliated with the Talk Track, that is the Bar House and the Kara Junkies. These opinions are presented by individuals through their lived experiences and therefore should not be taken as professional or any other advice. However, if you'd like to leave a comment, share your feedback, please, you can check us out on our socials at TalkTrack UG, that's on YouTube, and Barrow House Radio on Mixcloud, where all episodes of the Talk Track are posted, but on the Barrow House Radio, you'll also get episodes of the Q List and mixes from our Retro Fridays. So for you guys who love to listen to music non-stop, on repeat for hours upon hours, Barrow House Radio got you sorted. All right, so the thing that I've been hearing this week. How many Ugandans have picked presidential nomination forms? How many? we just need a number. How many Ugandans have picked? Have you? No, I was watching Uncle Mo today, and Uncle Mo said that please, as Ugandans, check on your neighbors, because that person sitting next to you might have presidential nomination forms and you don't know. So just for purposes, 180 individuals have picked presidential nomination forms. 180. 180 individuals. 180 people want to be the president of this country. 180. But no, another thing we also need to consider. Another thing we also need to consider. That means 180 people in this country have a loose 20 million to spare. And this loose 20 million is being spent not knowing whether you are actually going to make it or not. Right? And 179 of them are wasting. People are shooting shots already. Did you see that guy of Nakato Sekusange Wank? Man had picked presidential nomination forms and you could tell there was frustration, but he was dressed like a school student. That's what stood out for me the most. Have you guys seen Magwa Primary School? Yeah, with their ties, the maroon ties with the white stripes. So he had worn a tie like that with his khaki shorts, and when he picked his nomination forms, he just decided to go off on his wife. Told the wife, when I return, Sekusange Wangi. What do you mean I have picked nomination forms and you also want... I don't know what exactly he was pissed about. I don't know that his wife picked nomination forms as well. I don't know if she hampered his process of picking the nomination forms, but hey, Nakato, if you're still there, good luck. What else? Oh, unfortunately, Uganda bowed out of the Chan tournament. Yeah, we lost our quarterfinal game to Senegal. My brother told me that we didn't pay some people enough, so the juju did not work. I think they paid them in installments. So like first payment will come, and then we'll send the rest after if we won. But no, people actually had hope, because you remember how we played the South Africa game, like how the Cranes showed up for that game against South Africa just gave everyone hope. It's like what Manchester United does, right? You give up on them, then they shake you a little bit, they win a game, then after that, they Fulham. But yeah, we lost to Senegal. We lost to Senegal in the quarterfinals, but the boys put up a good fight. I don't know. Someone told me they played really valiant football, but I'm of the view. I watched the highlights. They played really valiant football after they had been scored the goal, right? That's like trying to win someone back after they have dumped you. It is over. Then you start doing romantic gestures. Start hiring planes to put flying around with "I love you, Lucy." Lucy has moved on. Lucy has moved on. You run through airports in this Uganda. You think you can run through entire airports? You can't. But so the presidential nominations, yeah. But hopefully this doesn't turn into one of those crazy election periods that we're going into. Yeah. I hope, because man, 180 people. You know, Uncle Mo said that if it stays like that to when you go for voting to read the ballot, you'll need ChatGPT when you're voting. But then he also gave you a statistic that there's 4 million Ugandans that are neither in school, at work, or in like a position of service. So like, let's say in the military or stuff like that. That means at any one given point in time, there is 4 million Ugandans just existing. Do you know how difficult? Do you know how scary that statistic is? They're just existing. They wake up and they shimmy. There's just a whole day is just this. Then at the end of the day, they go back to bed. Street thieves are working. Those guys are employed. Yes, they're employed at your behest, but they're self-employed. And you're the target market. You're both the target market and the supplier. Unwilling supplier. Yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, I also forgot to say we do not own any of the rights to the music that is playing in the background. I forgot. We got caught up in jazz and then just hallelujah. Someone say amen. Thank you. I was going to talk about religion today, but then I realized we'll be here for 6 hours. People will fight. People will fight. People will cry. People will call each other names. You live here. You live here. You'd have lost friends. You'd have gained friends. And then my own father will watch the episode and go, "But what the hell were you thinking?" So today we're going to talk about something that I think I don't know whether we have made peace with it. I don't think we've made peace with it. I think it has just become a very huge aspect about the way we live our lives these days. Huh? Huge in its own way, shape, or form. I just want to ask a question. These days, when you guys are looking at a restaurant and you want to make an order, what is the first thing you consider? Outside of the prices and all that, what is the first question you normally ask? So you've seen the menu, you've seen the prices, right? You've seen what you want to order. What is the first question most people ask these days? Okay. Okay, I'd forgotten we are dealing with Ugandan restaurants. So, how long? No, but after. How long, how clean? Man, you. How many, how many people ask the question, do you deliver?
Me?
How many of you ask, do you deliver?
I think most of us, because me, I don't want to go. You
Yeah?
find, you bring it.
You bring it.
The whole point of me calling is to order.
Uh-huh. So the first question is,
Yeah.
do you deliver, right? I don't have to go there and pick it myself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Why is Jumia very popular these days?
Yeah.
They make life easier for us, right? Amazon, for that reason also.
Me, trust me, all these apps, I use them. So
Uh-huh. Okay, let's even move.
it's easy.
let's-
No stress.
Uh-huh.
and
Let's
I-
move. Okay, now
yeah.
let's move away from
I have
shopping.
someone helping me to do the work, and then they bring.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's move away from shopping. Let's talk entertainment. Let's talk entertainment. You remember back in the day when you had to download all your music? Uh-huh. And go to Rush to get your movies? Yeah? So now you have streaming platforms. You have Netflix, you have Amazon, you have Hulu. There are so many. You have all those guys. You have all those guys. So my question is today we're going to talk about convenience because it has become a huge aspect of our lives, right? The aspect and the whole essence of convenience, of getting things done quick, of getting things done on time, of getting things done easier, of asking questions like, do you deliver? Do they deliver? You people are going to force Mama Sophie down here too, but she also has a delivery system actually. You call Nicholas goes, he goes with your money, Mama Sophie gives you a vinyewa and the thing comes back. So convenience has become a really, really big part of how we live our lives, especially I think maybe in the last 10 to 15 years. It's people have actually, comfort and convenience have become a very huge seller, right? In all aspects, in terms of entertainment, in terms of lifestyle and everyday living. If we could go to the hospital without going to the hospital, I think we would do it. Like we just Bluetooth the doctor your samples, airdrop. There's an app on your phone and you just airdrop. You see, Rona is already thinking. I think I just gave you guys $1 billion idea. You should work on it, right?
They send someone like Grace Laboratory, yeah. Or they send someone to take your sample, and they send your results online.
All right. So, but we all agree that it's now a big part of how we live our lives. Convenience is now a big part of how we live our lives, right? Yes. Okay, good. So my first question is, has convenience changed the way we think about time? Yeah? The mic is there. You tell me why.
It has, but also every country has its experience of delivering and convenience.
Uh-huh.
Because also some conveniences are...
Inconveniencing.
That's why we still have the question, how long?
You talk about it, you say it with your chest.
That's why we still have the question, how long? You get? But personally, let me tell you, there are things I'm lazy at and I don't have time because the world is moving. Okay? Unless it needs my, physical, I have to this, that. Who's going to give me marks? Because I had to do it there myself. No. Personally, if you check my phone right now, I don't know how many apps I have.
How many?
Whether it's for food, for shopping, I'm those people that, those memes they make where someone is home They're not out, but every day there is like something at the door. Someone has ordered. I'm those people. I'm in, I'm on the phone, and then, because I find it very easy, really, to be honest. I do, we used to call it window shopping. When it was the physical, you go and window shop. Sometimes I go on these apps and just go through. I save, I put
You
in
add to
carts.
carts. Add to carts.
Then the day I need something, I'm like, wait, these ones, wait. I go, I'm those people. I know which place has what deal, what
Yeah.
food. I am those people now.
Yeah.
Because life is too stressful already.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know tomorrow what it is going to be, but while I am here, before I am at an age where I can not do certain things, I keep saying this. I've remembered someone has always in peace. My mom used to say, while you're here, pamper yourself. Who's going to pamper you when you're gone? We used to use the word pamper. What do they use today?
Pamper.
Okay. But like, if it means that it's going to save you the time, the stress, the what, come on, guys, it's okay.
So you do agree that convenience has changed the way we think about time, right?
Oh, yeah.
How?
In fact, a lot, because in my mind, I'm expecting that in the shortest time possible, I'm going to achieve something while doing something else. So basically, I can do so many things at the same time without feeling like, back in the day, jam, the whole day you're worried because will I make it on time for this one? And yet, like for example, every chance I get to go to Kampala, let's be honest, I would have called people like 2 days ago, I'm coming to Kampala. You have a border, you can deliver here, you can this. So I go for the things that need me physically, and then the rest of them, we find ourselves in the town. Everyone delivers in their own time. At different locations. By the time you're done, as much as it is stressful to be, for example, in Kampala, and some of us who are coming back home, you've received all your things, you've moved. Delivery. I was going to talk about Maurice. Let me leave it. Someone delivers.
What do you want
Someone delivers your things. These days, taxis have become
producer.
Our taxis,
they
and
want
those
to
guys
talk
are very
about
sharp. Auntie, about that unimiza kwa story na hiyo.
Okay.
Yeah. So taxis these days, and I am, by the way, these taxi guys are sharp, and I love it. It's gone on for a while. They realized they can make extra money. By the way, it's a fixed charge. They don't care if it came from Boyogerere or from Entebbe. So he's still making money off that. You don't have to go and get. You can continue with your life here. It is one thing. There are 20 boxes. There are what? You're going to receive it. So it becomes easy. You get it. It becomes quite... I mean, you don't see yourself waiting 2 days to receive something anymore. Okay, unless now for us, the rest of us were here, Amazon, what, 2 weeks maybe. But it's way easier. You plan for other things. You make different, This app has refused. Try the next person, the next app. There's options too. Not just being stuck with 3 apps. Everyone has an app now. Even real estate if you want. Okay, those ones we go slowly, yeah? So, I feel like we do things without worrying that will I be able to finish this task. So we are used to things moving fast. If you find a place that's going to take you forever, sometimes you just move on. And I think in the kind of generational era we are in, even if you wanted to wait, you don't have that luxury. The moment you experience having things brought to you without you having to worry, you can never go back. Without worrying that I have to go through jam to pick this. I have to this to get this material. I have to this. No. Oh my goodness. I know it has its, but I think most of us, once you start to do it, it sort of makes life easy. And though, for consumerism, like for most people who are in these businesses, it's good for them. Because guess what? If I'm on my phone, okay, I like this one. Ordinarily, if I went physically, I would have to be like, it doesn't quite work for me. Maybe this. Let me try the next show. But now here, because you find it so easy, that's the disadvantage, is we end up spending a little too much than we should. we end up making plans for things that may not be quite, how do they call it? When it's not an emergency.
It is not an emergency.
Yes, but because you know you can receive it tomorrow, you know, it looks good. And these guys are out there marketing. They're putting out pictures. They're putting out discounts. They're putting out this. It feels good. The weight is even more better.
So, objectively speaking, how has, you've given very good pointers, but objectively speaking, because there's pros and cons to everything, right? Have we become a society that has now become heavily reliant on convenience? Because look at it, we have things around us that have been designed to make our lives easier. Let's start just straight from technology, right? How your iPhone functions now is not the same way that Sony Ericsson used to function back in the day, right? Because remember back in the day, right now you can save all your contacts to a cloud, right? So anytime you change your phone, you can simply enter your details and those contacts will be back. Back in the day with that Sony Ericsson, you save those contacts on the phone. When that phone disappeared, you started collecting those numbers one by one. We had phone books. Yeah, we had phone books. And you see, things like that, we've the rise of artificial intelligence and AI, the rise of same-day delivery services, what Amazon has been doing. So have we become a society that has become heavily dependent on the perks of the creativity of convenience, and how is that affecting how we live our lives now?
Yes, we have definitely become the kind of population that heavily relies. But also it's because we have evolved. There is more people have access to internet now, to smartphones. And like she said, you're doing other things while it's like having a robot at home, cleaning for you the house while you're making food, or you're taking a nap. You don't have to, it saves you a lot of time. I forgot what I wanted to say.
ADHD.
ADHD.
ADHD. ADHD.
My mind was running through 100 other things. What did I want to say? Guys, forgive my brain. Can you repeat the question one more time?
ADHD. No, have we become a community, a society, a population that has become too reliant on the perks of the creativity of convenience around us, and how has that affected how we live our lives at the moment?
Okay, the part of how it has affected how we live our lives at the moment, guys. We have ended up in a state where, like she said, you have 20 apps on your phone only for shopping or doing other things. I want to attach things like obesity or a lot of other things to do with our health. Back in the day, we used to move. Now, in some countries, moving might even be a luxury, Like real walking. You get out of the house, you've already ordered for Uber. A border is there waiting for you. So I feel like even mentally, we are not socializing enough. Like before, you would go to the shop, you want sugar, you want bread, you interact with the shopkeeper, you have a mini conversation, you go back home after you've talked to some people, But now you're doing everything.
ADHD.
No. I was.
No, I'm saying don't lose your train of thought.
Now we are not moving anymore. It has even gotten to our kids. Kids are on the internet, they're on TV all the time. They're not out playing with other kids. They're not developing their social skills and all these other things. So it has definitely affected us negatively, though I feel like the positive impact is greater than the negative side, in my opinion. Like convenience, 100%. But the part where we are not socializing anymore, well, we only socialize when we're out drinking and all that. It's taking a toll on our mental health and our physical, our mobility as human beings. They gave us legs to walk, And here we are, Amazon, all the way from China, wherever, and it gets to you. Then they send you a product that is faulty.
Producer is asking, would you have walked to China?
The Bantu migration.
Would you have walked to China?
No, I wouldn't. Not at all.
To add on what you just shared, everything has its disadvantage and advantage. Truthfully, on this, the urgency of being present in 3 places at a go, this whole situation fixes it. For example, I want to do 5 things in a day. I'll go crazy. It takes a toll on your body too, and your mental performance as well, because you have to get all of it done. If Rowena's getting married and she's my friend, but I have work to do, now I'm not going to what? I will think the economy, fuel, address, and sorry, chairman, what, all these other things that come. I'll just call my birthday. Let me send you. And then I'll have to dress nice and buy a gift and then buy fuel for my car and then lose my work as well. Eh? Some people like Rowena would rather take the money. They're like, man, thank you, send me the money. So there's that conveniency. But then a disadvantage is so many people get to know where you stay. It creates an insecurity as well. So that ordering from different companies, everyone knows the number of the apartment, everyone knows where you stay. To people like me, they will even start knowing. Askaris be like, madam, the one. They don't even say your name. They know you're the one. So I find it as a disadvantage. But mobility, yes, it's good. But some people, we've grown up on foot. We've grown up just being mobile all the time. We are tired. Yeah. We are making some money. To make that money, make us live longer. Not every time I'm going to, a border can hit you. And then the medical bill is different from the ordering bill. Am I making sense? So, that anyone wants to add before please do.
They bring the chicken, they know it's going straight to house number 4.
Yeah.
No, it's just managing. He's managing. He's around. You just knock properly. He will open. Yes, no, he said you are coming. You just go and knock properly. Yeah.
Okay, so convenience is good in part, but there are pros and cons to it. All these people have talked of the pros, okay? Doing so many tasks, a robot can clean for you as you do something else. She's ordering for food, she's waiting for the food to come, all that. But convenience has also brought up some cons, like the erosion of resilience, okay? When everything...
Erosion. When's the last time you just had that? No, first wait, Stephen, first pause. When is the last... Who just uses the word erosion? It is like someone randomly saying... It is like someone randomly saying effervescence. Like, it was a very effervescent party. Erosion of resilience. Actually, that should be the title of the podcast today. It's erosion of...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the erosion of resilience, yeah.
Yeah, it removes that resilience we always had.
Okay.
Whereby we are sure now everything can be solved for us. Mm-hmm. I know sometimes struggle is good for growth. But now convenience removes that struggle, right? Yeah, you're going to have time. Okay? It removes that, okay? And then also our patience. When we have things done immediately, say ordering a meal, instead streaming on Netflix, just imagine it's not happening. You'll get more frustrated. Even a slight delay will frustrate us more now. Because our brain has gotten wired to, that instant gratification. Then, you can have like disguised fatigue, whereby...
You say it the way you say it. You just say it. Disguised fatigue. You've already given us erosion of resilience. Continue in a roll.
You guys. Okay, Let us see
This guy is
something.
fatigue.
No, wait, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
That's why I put my hand up. People know. It is like us now. We keep telling young people, in my day, in our day, our parents told us, in our day, we used to walk hippo, now you're lazy. That is not my day. I'm sorry.
All right, speaking.
Even me, if I found I have to walk from here up to the other side, I would have walked probably.
Speaking
But I
of,
cannot imagine it because I don't know it. But
the-
let's leave, especially now, let's leave the young people.
all right.
Let's leave the young, because the times are different.
Now.
Let us allow that you're the people suffering means go away. Go away, you guys.
Zahara, yes, Zahara.
Yes, you guys, the whole meaning of
Those are yours.
the whole meaning of being convenient in your own space. It doesn't mean that you let go of other things. You can do everything. You create time for workouts and walks and all that, but live comfortably. Let your money work for you to live that life that you've always wished to have. So what's the purpose of me toiling, walking up and down, sweating and everything? Yet I have my, for who? For what? Why am I even there?
Vince.
What's your name? Steve, hi. Vince. To add on what, I think this is how I got him. We are slowly diminishing from the template of hard work and then get what you really want, yeah? But she is also right, you're also right. And she's also right. So like, man, I'm not going to go to Mbiko on foot when I can do a border, you know? Because my clothes will get dirty, this will do all this. At the end of the day, you'll spend, just like they say, there's some people say Batoro, when I cancel. They can come for a haircut and say it is 10K. They say, it's 5K. They will take a bus to go and get a haircut. But truthfully, the erosion of resilience, how it makes sense to me is that I'm a guy. If I like a girl, I think I can use the phone for the sake of absence from each other, but I'd want to make the move, go and see her, take her on a date, and then she has to go through a lot to prepare to meet you as well. But there's a shortcut. She could just buy a dildo.
Music break.
Ladies and gentlemen, the talk track is proudly sponsored by the Barrow House. Come to the come to the Barrow House every Friday, Saturday, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to get imbued with shots and understand the erosion of resilience. We also have now the template of determination, and there is shortcuts that. Anyway, while we are decoloring and dildoing. No, I lost my train of thought. Hold up.
You're saying what most don't want to say.
ADHD. Okay, so I like this. I like the discussion we've had right now. So I'm just going to pivot and keep us there. Do different generations look at and value convenience differently? Because look at how Stephen has spoken about it. Stephen is like 12 years old. He was born in 2013. So Stephen's view of convenience could be different from Charity's over there. Charity's 176. She was there when the Buganda Agreement was being. Yeah, she was there when the Buganda Agreement was being signed. She knew Daudi Chua. Yeah, saw him raised and everything. But how do one do? Yes, is it possible that different generations and different ages and different times view convenience differently, and how does it manifest?
So here's the thing, and we all say this, times are different. You see, when our mothers and fathers were telling us, you people didn't see us in our day. We are currently doing that. We are doing this to Gen Zs. We are saying, you people, you're joking. You guys. Yeah, we are here glorifying how we used to get pencils and rewind tapes. The Gen Z is like, excuse me. We are because that's what we know. That was our convenience.
One of them asked me one time, "What's a tape?" What is a tape? I was sad.
That's beyond Gen Z.
I was genuinely heartbroken because what do you mean? What's a tape?
No, but you know, the Walkman's life is lifing. You know, that was our convenience. We watched black and white and not for long, but there are people who are like, you know?
Uncle Vince, what's that on your arm? Because I'm a film director. I said, try and think. He's like, no. Well, and then one said, it's a film. Then Uncle just says, negative. And then he turns around and says, I don't know all of those. I said, because you're in a box and then you don't want to know what's behind where you came from, it'll be hard for you to know where you're going for the young ones. So it goes on and on. Uncle, there's a reason why the box exists. Why are they talking about it while it's because it's there? It's for some people like me. I'm like, no, it's not. However, what would you have put? It's like, I don't know, put a memory card or something, like a picture of it. But that's him. That's the generation. Now, what is creating a gap is we are also, as old people, where some of us are deliberately refusing to evolve towards their side. We are trying to drag them towards our suffering when they shouldn't be suffering. We should put in some energy to catch up with them as well. It'll make life easy. Then my auntie who calls me, Joseph, where are you? Brian, where are you? When you say, they are not here, hey, you come. But she wanted a remote and it's there, you know. Kumbe, if I told her earlier that she could use her own phone to control the TV or to be on her phone and watch her own kind of content, I wouldn't be bothered. So I feel like we should also try to understand and evolve with what's happening. Otherwise, we might miss out too much trying to drag these young people towards our side.
That it means you're working hard.
Okay. So
And guys, let's be clear about this. And this is why we have a generation, Katife. We are the ones who are still trying to convince Alpha and Gen Z that if you're not suffering enough, you're not working hard enough. Because that's what our parents told us. That's what their parents told them. You get? That's what I'm saying. We need to go with the times. There is nothing wrong with you achieving through the shortcuts that exist. Otherwise, why did someone invent them? So that they can be used to help us, blah, blah, blah. You know, like how they used to ask us in school, what is the role of this you give? Now, we need to learn one thing. And that's why lately, I'm a bit of a, I like to stick to my old stuff. But here's the thing. Anything that means you achieve more without necessarily sweating or dropping a sweat doesn't mean that that person is not hardworking or putting in the work. Lately, most of you, if you're in the 9 to 5 kind of work, we have so many, even 7 to 9 p.m., they are doing nothing. But they came at work before even reporting hours. They left after the whole time at work, bali murugambo. They are gallivanting in the compound. But you're going to find someone. For me, I like when it's, I like to see products. I don't care if you came for 30 minutes. Did you deliver? Was it good stuff? You go after your 30 minutes. You get result oriented. Now we are suffering in this economy because of the 7 to 9 p.m. Well, look at 7 to 9 who are like, yeah. But the 7 to 9, boss, do people still do Facebook? Okay, yeah. Instagram, Facebook, everything. We'll be there on WhatsApp chilling, man. Then we walk in the compound, I'm still at work. So this thing, and I'm glad. One thing I want to hats off for Gen Zs. And these guys, as we went through trauma, they don't want to know. You get? Thank you. So, at the end of the day,
Sarah, when did you become
you
Gen
don't
Z?
have to suffer. Otandi. Be like, Chairman, sir. Anyway, so why I raised my hand when he said I was triggered. I agree, guys. I was triggered because we grew up being told that you had to sweat. That is when you've worked hard. When someone sees you, they think, is she really looking for a job? Just because they've not seen your shirt or shoe. I mean, times are different. People actually, for me, it's result oriented.
All right. So what has that done in terms of how different generations view convenience? Because from what we've seen, I think there is some who view it as more of an inconvenience, and then there is a generation that family is grounded in the fact that these things are necessary now for the world that we live in, right? 50-50. Kia has something to say.
I just wanted to say something small, that if we are now going to compare generations, millennials and Gen Zs, studies have shown that Gen Zs are doing better than us. And it comes to show us that if you can pay for convenience, please pay for it. Because these guys were born into convenience. For us, we're just adapting.
All right.
We're just adapting to the convenience.
That's good. Now, my next question is going to piggyback off that. All what Gen Zs are doing, statistically speaking, was life harder before all these aspects of convenience came in, or was it just slower? Because there's a difference. Was life harder before? Was life harder, or it was just slower before all these perks of convenience came in?
I don't think life was slow. I think now we just have too much to do. So we think the people who lived in the 90s had what? Less work to do. We realize we are like 95, 90, whatever. We were born when maybe even people did not have TV in the house. Most people started getting TVs in their houses late 90s or even early 2000s. Statistics. Yeah.
Slow, I think, for the people that agree with me, is things get done quickly, done back in the day. I'm here, but I'm running my office in Kampala while I'm in Jinja. I don't have to drive there because I'm losing hours and time. And people might have to sit down and wait for me. That's what we mean. But there was fun that they will never have. They're having fun we don't care about. We think they're useless, but we toiled so that they don't have to toil. You understand? But then while they are having a lot of time on their hands, they get to create more things that make even life more. I don't know what's coming after them, but even them, they will have this conversation when those people come. But slow as in getting things done. I go crazy. In Africa, we used to just show up at someone's house without telling them. These devices of communication, they help you save time. I first call you, hello, Olivia, are you there? May I? No, seriously, this happened to me. I'll use an example of I had a friend, she would know, a friend in St. Paul, but I'm taking a bus from Red Wing. I didn't tell him because I'm an African, he's my boy. So I take a bus, I reach there and sit at the door. Because I didn't tell him I'm coming, he has to move on with his day. But then if I had called, this is what he says, he should have called me, man. Then he can call the other people, then tell the other people, or designate. So life is slow, because now I have to get back, miss out on seeing my friend. So yes, it was slower, especially as a business owner, I know for a fact. I'd rather excuse someone to sleep all day when I know by the time I wake up, the emails are there and everything is there. and the day's going well without your face, it's fine. You'd rather stay at home. Some people work at night, some people work during the day. But now, we go back to what she said. And he said, it is affecting us. If we talk about more effects, then they will see us instead of us criticizing them that they are being lazy. Yeah, that's it.
All right, final question for the nights.
Wait, the night?
Yeah.
This is crazy. Okay, just say hi.
People who show up without prior notice. Producer has a bone to pick with you, by the way. You guys need to deal with this after the talk track. You go behind the amwekube and then you start communicating.
I feel bad for him. But yeah. I'll add on what he was saying. I just wanted to say that, guys, convenience, I vote for it in all ways. I believe many of you have visited the Rare Museum here in Ginger. Thank you, dear. So you reach there. There is the first time there's a comment you gave about
ambassador.
the Gen Zs not taking time to learn things of old. I think it was Vince, educate themselves. But guys, I reached that place and there's this thing. It has a hand, just like has a handle. Then I gave my friend Winnie to take a video of me, but this was me putting that thing on my hair, going, "Hello, welcome," and yet that thing is, and the guy is like, "It's for here." But I took a old video, and I know you guys are laughing, but I'm sure most of you. So anyway, seeing how much coal, how much energy was put into traveling just from Kenya to Uganda, and then seeing the electric trains we have now, it's like really convenience is everything, and I think it's great. It should be on 90.
Hey.
Actually, we used to go to an internet cafe, take a taxi, and then to go and just send one email. And then, at 500, now, because the internet was too slow, back to slower, yeah? Because we're too slow, you be smart enough. Use the school PC. They've sent you to clean the office. You hear a PC go, wah, kee, 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 wah. Then you put in a floppy disk. The big one was 512 MBs, yeah? You type your emails, Bulunji 1, 2, 3. Then you put the emails you're sending to on a paper. You grab the disk, you go to internet cafe, you pay 500 shillings. Then when it's open, yahoo.com, you log in very fast not to lose the time. When it opens, you go compose, and then you put in the disk, and then copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Then send and wait. When it says sent, it's as if getting negative results of HIV. Like, and then you walk back. Now, I don't need that anymore. So the convenience, that's the type of convenience I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I saw this online. I said, yeah, it's the time for this talk track. You understand? But there was no billboards, eh?
Hey.
I used a device, eh? I used a device.
I think convenience varies obviously by generations and like what you've been exposed to, but also I think it impacts like health-wise. So I had a discussion with my mother the other day. She was like, "Why is my generation dying faster than the generation before us?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Well, what do your grandparents do?" And I'm like, "Well, they're always up. They're doing something." And then she's like, "Well, at the end of the day, I like to watch TV." And I'm like, "Yeah, so what are you watching?" And she's like, "I don't know, just something to numb out." And then I was like, "Well, my grandparents, like my grandpa is watching like Price is Right. He's watching like all the things that make you think and really like engage your brain the whole time." And I was like, maybe that's why. Because our generation has now gone to numbing rather than learning and trying to like advance ourselves. Yeah. And then I was also thinking about like a video I watched this morning actually, and it was about dopamine in your brain and how like everything we see online like can hit a dopamine hit, right? But then it makes it harder in the end for us to get that dopamine hit. So like having a conversation with a friend, it's much harder than if I watch a video that's, something funny. So then it like really delays us in our brain development, but also our friendships and relationships, because we can't develop that connection with each other because of those reasons. So those are my negatives of everything. But obviously there is a lot of positives. We've advanced as a future. We have more time to create for other people. But it's also like what we do with that time. Because I also saw something this morning that was like, oh, I work so that someone can clean my house for me. So I work more hours just so that they can clean for me, and I have the time for that. And it's like, did you really gain time? Did you not? So
You're also supporting someone financially, like they are making money in the process.
All right. I had. Huh?
byabadagamba mu luzungu.
Josh, you wanted to say something. You're closing us out, by the way. You're closing us out. Your submission is the last for the night.
Okay.
You just say make money.
I thought you had a question.
Yeah.
A closing
I know
question.
that everyone there has hinted on the question that I was going to ask. So
Yeah. I think convenience is very much connected to the money and the development and advancement of technology. That's why we as the Gen Zs, as you have said, yeah, of course. So you can see there is quite much difference compared to the millennials, and that thing is, it will keep coming up with the next generation. They will have a better life, a more convenient life than we had, because of the provisions, advancement. We shall be like, oh, we suffered doing this, but then there will be a provision for them.
yeah.
Just like you talked about TVs, what stuff like that. Yeah, maybe back in the days, the millennials didn't have TVs. The Gen Zs we had, and then now we are talking about IA. So, yeah, AI.
All right.
Please. Yeah. Okay. Please. You have. I've been corrected. I'm becoming a millennial. It's AI, not IA. Please. Yeah. So I'm over chilling with millennials. Yeah, true. So that's it. Thank you so much.
All right.
The time difference, like as in right now, the cost of living is high. Everyone, all of us here are chasing money way more than our parents and grandparents used to. So on top of your 9 to 5, you have like a side hustle. And then on top of that, you want to go out with friends. There is concerts every now and then in Kampala, in Jinja. Our parents didn't go through that. So life was slower for them, but at the same time, they didn't have things like so fast going on around them. So they lived in the moment. Like they didn't experience what we are so convenience is now I'm on the side. It's very important. I can buy a ticket online instead of lining up for 7 hours to get a ticket to enter Chivulu.
Why do you call it Chivuru?
Chivuru, it is a mixture of fun, just like who?
All right, guys. I have just realized.
Okay, Chairman Katonoko, what you said, I want to speak about the medical side of it, convenience as well. When I was your age, you'd scroll and just see concerts and other things. Now, you scroll, every food is that. This is gluten-free, what? They know my age. Because my mother complained about legs, my dad complained about the back, we are complaining about things. They came up with the solutions. of that. That's why you see there's lots of vitamins on sale. We didn't know. They say, drink water, eat fruits. Kumbe, you don't have a garden. You stay in an apartment where there's no garden.
Ozempic who are being
The
sued for...
pharmaceuticals, the Gen Zs, these people, they came up with a one pill. That's like 10 oranges in a body. You understand? So I feel like gummy bears, you don't want the smoke, you use a gummy bear. Those are yours.
This. All right. I think I shot myself in the foot with this. You people. Sean Paul is performing where? No, it is okay. We shall go. All right. We're talking about Ozempic. Ozempic are currently being sued for how much? $2 billion US dollars for discrepancies in the product that they provided. The side effects. Some people are complaining about the side effects of using Ozempic, and the side effects that were not presented in their manifest when they were presenting to the FDA. But Ozempic has made, I think, close to maybe 20 to 25 billion US dollars. They made 25 billion US dollars last year. And I think as we speak right now, they're about up to 24 billion. So imagine suing someone who's making 49 billion for 2 billion. It's just a drop in the ocean. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, after the talk track, we're going to have after the talk track. I don't know. You do have a lot to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because of in the interest of time, Mukono Moja here, who's just healing, we can't let him hold the. Neda, that is now his name for life. Okay, for me. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Yeah, clearly I think this is a conversation we can continue even next Sunday. We've done that before. We did it with that uncomfortable feelings conversation. I think the conversation on convenience can be carried over next Sunday. So we have our topic for next Sunday. We're just going to keep on talking about this because clearly people have opinions. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending your time here with us tonight. I've been your host for the evening. My name is Roy. Shout out to Plot 8B Gabula Road, the Barrow House. Shout out to Maurice, who does quite literally everything related to the podcast except for the job I'm doing right now. So shout out to Maurice for the hard work. Let's all go. Be convenient. And let's all go be convenient. But other than that, have a beautiful rest of your week. Have a beautiful rest of your week. We'll see you all next Sunday. Good night. Peace out.